it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and I'm so excited because I'm finally filming with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blue Blood palette. So let me just start by saying that today is a collaboration with my friend Valarie from Gimme Lip More, and we are doing a festival look. We decided we could do whatever look we want as long as it's a festival look. So I'm really excited, and I'm sure you guys have all seen the palette, but this is the outer packaging. I'm so excited to finally have it in my possession. And then you open it up, and this is what she looks like on the inside. He said inspired by a jewelry box and a coffin. And I also love how you're not going to be able to see it. Well, maybe you are. Right there, there's like a little Jeffree Star symbol, which I think is just the cutest touch ever. And then you open her up. It's not as difficult to open up as the blood sugar was. Did I say blood sugar earlier? I meant blue blood. Okay, I don't know what I said, but here we go. Here is the palette. So I'm so excited to use it for my festival look today. I will be doing a lot more looks with it, but that's the first look that I'm going to do with it. So I'm really excited. I knew that I was doing this collab, and I didn't want to wait any longer to use the Blue Blood palette, so here we are. Before we get started though, I want to give a very special shout out to a wonderful subscriber and friend of mine who has become like a family member. Actually, the whole family has. I'm sure you guys have seen her in the comments, Vicky Montgomery. She's one of my subscribers and has become quickly one of my friends, and we've become so close that we're like family. And she has two beautiful daughters, Sophie and Abby. And Abby is the one we're going to be talking about today. Abby is a teenager, and she is one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen. She's so beautiful inside and out, and she's so sweet. And you know, a lot of teenagers can be a pain in the butt, but she is not. And she is so smart. She is so artistic. She is the most amazing artist. Her mom sends me pictures that she's drawn and stuff like that all the time, and I just love looking at them. And she has become really creative with her makeup as well. And she told her mom that she was heavily inspired by me, and that I've helped her get out of her comfort zone. And that means the world to me, because that is one of the reasons why I started this channel, because I love colorful looks and I want to inspire other people to experiment with colors and do colorful looks themselves. So Abby, I just want you to know that I love you, and I'm so lucky to have you in my life, and that I am just so blessed to have you and your family in my life as well. And as a thank you for always being so kind and so sweet and so supportive, as soon as the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette restocks, I am going to be buying you and sending you your very own Blue Blood palette. So you will be getting one of these in the mail from me as soon as it drops back in stock. And I can't wait to see the looks that you create. I hope that you'll tag me on Instagram, or I'm sure your mom will send me pictures of it. But I just want you to know how much you mean to me and how much your family means to me. And you guys have always been just so incredibly supportive, and I love you guys. So anyhow, all right, let's get on to this look. And this look is dedicated to Abby. So let me get the Blue Blood box out of the way, because that's just going to be in the way, because we also have the Blue Blood lip bundle that I got. This is the front of it. It looks just like the Equality bundle that I got, except for all blue. And then inside has like the Jeffree Star stars, and then these are the shades. So we're going to put one of these on our lips today. And like I said, I'll do a more like in-depth review and, you know, swatches, stuff like that of the different things. But today we're just doing, I've already dropped something. Today we're just going to do a festival look. So we're going to do glitter, and we're going to do just all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to start out with my favorite primer combo, which is the e.l.f. Glowy Primer, mixed with a little bit of the Wake and Bake Oil. I can't wait to get my new bottle, because I'm almost out of this one actually, which I'm surprised about. But the dropper actually broke because I dropped it. And so it's a little bit more difficult to put on my, like, to squeeze out, because this part came apart from the rest of it. So, and I'm terrified that I'm going to drop it and spill the rest of it. So I love this primer, and I think it would be really good for a festival because you want your skin to look nice. You are going to be out in the sun. You want just, you know, a mix of matte that will last all day and dewy. But whenever I use this underneath a matte foundation, I just find that everything lays really smooth, and I do feel like it lasts longer. I put a lot on, so I'm rubbing the rest into my hands because it's very moisturizing. So I'm going to use my MAC paint stick in white as the base because I want the eyeshadows to show up really, really bright. If you see anything in my hair, I used some glitter hairspray. It's not really showing up very well though. I don't know if I didn't shake it first or what. And this is going to look crazy before it looks good. I'm going to do my eyebrows last. And start with this little brush from the Jeffree Star and Morphe collection. Afraid my brushes are all gonna fall to the ground. Let's put them there. Okay, so the first shade that I think I want to go into, I want to do like an ombre, like light to dark look. So I think I'm going to start with Cullinan, which is like the shimmery white shade. Of course the heat decides to kick in right when I'm filming. But I'm always cold, so gotta have that heat on. I'm just gonna blend this out. And I think I'm also gonna use tape today. I haven't used tape in a long time. Oh, and if you saw red on my eyelids, I feel like I have so many explanations today. If you see red on my eyelids, that's from a look that I did like yesterday, I think it was, and it just stained my eyelids. That happens to me all the time. But it goes away after a day or two. I wash my face. I even use micellar water, but... Alright, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this tape and put it right here so that we get a nice sharp edge, hopefully, when we do our outer corner. And then I'm going to grab this flat shader brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to pack Cullinan. Yeah, Cullinan. I think I'm not going to use glitter glue for these shades today just because I really want to see how they perform on their own. And this shade, I've heard people say this shade isn't very opaque, and I would have to agree if you don't put it over top of a white base, but because I'm putting it over top of a white eyeshadow base, I think that's why it's way more opaque. It's kind of just the shade of my paint stick, but shimmery. And I did buy a new thing of glitter glue, so if I need it, I have it. I told you guys I haven't been able to find my other two things of it, although now that I bought another one, I'm sure I'll find them. And I want to make sure this is nice and opaque, especially because it's going near the area where I had that red underneath. And I'm just putting that in the inner corner and on the brow bone. And I promise you this look will come together. It's just going to look really weird to begin with. So do you guys have any plans for this weekend? I have a million plans. I am going to be pet sitting for my parents. I'm going to go into the shade Mint Tea first, which is a beautiful mint green shade. I'm pet sitting for my parents starting on Thursday. They're going to Maine. And then, oh gosh, I almost dropped that palette. And then I am going to be, what else am I doing? I'm getting injections in my back tomorrow, like my upper back. And then tomorrow evening I'm going to see my friend Victoria, And then I'm going to see my nephew on Thursday. We're going out to lunch, and then pet sitting Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to go in with the shade Blue Blood a little bit. It's like a sky blue. I'm just going to put that kind of over top of mint tea a little bit. And I think I pet sit until Monday. So I will probably, I have a friend who doesn't live in this country, and we tend to hang out on the phone and like watch movies on Netflix so that it's kind of like we're hanging out, but we're not. And there is a series that I just found on there called Black Summer, I think it's called. It's like a zombie type of series, but it's not the type of series I don't think that's going to continue. Like, I think it's one season and done, so I think it's like a mini series. Now I'm going in with the shade Flourishing, which is this beautiful teal shade. And I'm just going to put that right next to that. And so we're going to watch that, I think. And then I'm going to go swimming. The pools outdoors obviously are still closed, but there is an indoor pool right up the street, so I'll probably go swimming there. I love swimming. This is coming together. And then we're gonna put the shade, I'm gonna put the shade Blue Monday, and then I'm gonna put Ocean Ice. Blue Monday is the darkest bright blue. This one, wait, where is it? Yeah, this one right here. And then I'm gonna put Ocean Ice, Ocean Ice right here, which is a shimmery version of it on top of it. And I'm going to put that all on the outer corner to really deepen it up. Gosh, look at that pigment. I'm so excited. I think I'm going to put this a little bit further out. I really want this to be dramatic. And I'll probably do my face, like just my foundation and concealer and powder, off camera, because we're going to be doing highlighter and blush and bronzer and glitter and all that stuff on camera. So pretty. I can't wait to do more looks with this. I want to do a bridal look with it, possibly a prom look. I was so excited when this finally showed up, especially considering I'd ordered the second one for the giveaway. And, you know, it kind of sucks when you're like, oh yeah, I'm giving you this palette because you won my giveaway, but I haven't gotten it yet. Oy. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I mean, I always am, but I just feel like I should say this just because I know that you guys know that I'm a huge Jeffree Star fan, right? And I buy pretty much everything he comes out with. But I did have somebody ask me, like, you know, how good the eyeshadows are and stuff like that. And I love Jeffree Star. I love his products. I will continue to buy pretty much everything he comes out with. But I will say that if I was asked if this is my favorite formula, like if his eyeshadows are my favorite, no, they are not. I think they're pretty. I think they're good, but I would not put them in the category of the best. Not that they're bad, like I said, but they're just not my favorite. Like the Juvia's Place, Blush Tribe, like those are my favorite palettes. Those are my favorite eyeshadow formula. And like, for instance, this Ocean Ice color, like that's really pretty, right? But I have a Juvia's Place palette that has a very similar shade in it that I personally think is more pigmented. Now, I do think that the formula of Ocean Ice is my favorite. I'm going over this blue with Ocean Ice. Is my favorite formula that he makes. I love his like really foiled metallic shimmers. I wish that he would make, and I've said this before, I wish that he would make an entire palette of that formula. I think that would be amazing. But I don't know, maybe it's just because I've been spoiled by Juvia's Place and the fact that, you know, the pigmentation is so amazing and the price is so good that, you know, I just can't say that other formulas are just as good. You know what I mean? But I do love his stuff, will continue to buy it, of course, but I just want to make these shades look like they are very well blended together. It's kind of hard when you have white as the inner corner, but this is one of my favorite kind of looks to do with the really bright inner corner. There we go. All right, so I'm going to remove all this fallout. I'm going to go do my foundation, concealer, powder, and then I will be right back to do the rest of my face. I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to come back looking absolutely extra crazy because I just wanted you guys to know that anytime I go to a festival or anytime I'm going to have makeup on for a long period of time, that's what I do. I let my baking powder, which I really love, as you guys know, the flour baking powder from Beauty Bakery, I let it sit on my face, not to like brighten up certain areas, but just to make sure that those areas are really going to stay matte and the makeup is going to last literally all day. Whenever I do that, I feel like I can put my makeup on in the morning and when I get home it looks exactly the same, but it makes me very dry looking. So I take my Rose Facial Toner Spray and I spray that over top of it. Okay, now we're going to let that dry. I'm going to do the lower lash line. I'm going to take the shade Deep End from Urban Decay, which is a liner, and I'm going to put that on the lower lash line and in my waterline. And then we'll put some eyeshadow over top of that. And then we'll do the inner corner. I can't decide if I think I want to put glitter in the inner corner. Yep, I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to take my teeny tiny Juvia's Place, teeniest, tiniest little brush I think I've ever owned. And I'm just going to take that Blue Monday shade and put that on top. You have to be really careful when I definitely personally recommend doing your face last. Now, I know there's a lot of people, friends of mine included, that do their eye makeup for last after their face makeup. I don't know how they do it. Kudos to them. But I like to be able to be messy with my eyeshadow and I get it all over the place, so that's not for me. But with these shades especially, the blue really gets on your face, so I don't know. Okay, so I think I wanna have this certified glitter that's really pretty. And it's blue. But I think I'm gonna do glitter liner maybe instead. I'm gonna take this Freedom liquid eyeshadow from Stila. And I think we're gonna put that kind of over top of where we put the white on the lid. Just on the lid. We'll leave the white and the rest of the... See, it's still gonna look fairly light. I should have done one eye at a time. Maybe not. No, that's right. I'm not doing loose glitter. I'm just doing glitter liner. And then I'm going to take the brush that I had that teal shade on, because, where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is. Because I want to kind of brush the edges. I don't want it to look harsh. Yeah, I think that added what I wanted to. It just added a little bit of brightness, if you know what I mean. I feel like this one side looks a little bit different. Let me... Just taking a little bit more of the teal. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit more on this side. I feel like this one is a little bit dry. I got it at Marshall's because that shade happens to be all over the place at Marshall's, but I don't know. I just feel like it's already starting to seem a little bit dried out, which I don't like. But maybe that's just me. I need to use my liquid shadows way more than I do, because I feel like they do dry out fairly quickly, especially the Stila ones. I've had other brands for years and they've been fine, but the Stila ones, most of the Stila shades like fade very quickly. Okay, so there's that. All right, so originally I wanted to put glitter in the inner corner, but I don't know. I'm having such a hard time deciding what I want to do. All right, let's put a little bit of Cullinan in the inner corner. Which again is the white shade. And it's blending out. Sometimes this base gets a little bit... Okay, there we go. Oh, I like that. It's much brighter. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I think this is called Glitter Ghost, but it's from Too Faced, and it's their Glitter Pop liner. I'm just going to take a little bit and just pop it in the inner corner just for a little bit of extra oomph. Anytime I use glitter or like the Stila eyeshadows, I personally like putting them over top of an eyeshadow. I don't like them by themselves. Okay, now we're gonna do our face really quick. Like, where'd it go? And I'm gonna use my Sweetie Pie bronzer from Too Faced. A lot of people like to look really bronzed up for festivals. For me, I never look tan, so I'm okay with that. But I do like a little bit of warmth and a little bit of color put back into my skin. This brush from BH Cosmetics is probably my favorite brush. And I would also definitely wear my hair like this to go to a festival. Just like in little space buns or little whatever you call them. And then for blush, I'm going to go into my Makeup Revolution palette, which is broken. But these are the blush shades. I'm just going to take some of the pinky tones. And I love blush. You guys know that. I cannot wait until you guys see this one video that goes up. I think it's Sunday it goes up. But in there I use a blush that I absolutely love. And I am so excited because until then I feel like I can't use the blush again, because then you guys will know. You'll know what I mean when you see it. Okay, so highlighter. So that's a bit much. Hold on. Even for me, that's a bit much. So I want to use a highlighter from Jeffree Star. So I pulled out my Northern Lights highlighter palette, which for some reason I put back in the box. I don't know why. And that's what she looks like. I would love to see the Northern Lights. I've seen them a little bit in Canada when I went to visit, but I would love to see them like in Iceland or something like that. I have a friend who went to Iceland and his pictures were unreal. They looked like fake. So I got the Sigma F03. Seen a lot of people use this for highlighter and love it. So I'm going into the shade Alaskan Ice because it has like a bluish tint to it, but it's very light. I would use below freezing, but I think that would make me look like I'm bruised. This brush definitely nicely deposits highlighter. I like it upon first impression. It puts a lot on there though. Woo, okay. But we're going to a festival, so it doesn't matter. And we're also going to put glitter on our face. So there's that. Okay. So now I'm going to take some of this ColourPop. It's called Disco Queen. It's one of their Glitterly Obsessed. And it's kind of like a glitter gel with like a white base, but with kind of rainbow glitter. And I'm just going to take some on my finger. And then I'm just going to put it right there. Kind of along the highlight and a little bit below the eyes. Good thing I don't have to go to the grocery store or anything. I mean, I totally would, but people might be like, that's a bit much, Anya. But you know what? You should wear whatever you want to wear. Oh yeah, that's really cute. I like that. You should always wear whatever makes you feel pretty, whether other people think you're crazy or not. Oh yeah, that's some glitter. But like I said, we're going to a festival, hypothetically. Okay. Looks a little bit weird head on just because you can see like a cast, but for a festival, why not? Tone this down just a little bit. Okay, and then all we have left is lashes and lips. I'm going to go off camera to do my lashes, and I will be right back. Okie doke. So I thought we were recording. We were not. I put on some eyelashes. I used these Certify eyelashes that I got in my mystery box in the style Sophia. They're huge. Normally I would never wear these, but for the sake of a festival. The second thing I did was I took my nail art tool and I took the shade Blue Velvet from Jeffree Star and I put some dots here and here. Literally you just take it and go boop, boop, boop. So I did 3 each. And the only reason why I did that is because I'm making them flowers. So I'm going to take now the shade Drug Lord, which is the white shade. And I'm going to put that on the end of my nail tool, which it has like a little ball And I'm just going to stick the white dot in the center to make them little flowers, because I thought that would be cute for festival season. My flowers on this side are a little bit wonky, but it's okay. Actually, I think these ones are okay the way they are. I think the other side needs a 4th petal because I made them a little bit bigger and more spaced out. So I never seem to get things even on both sides, but it's okay. It's a learning process. So there we go. So now these look more like flowers. Those already did. Can you guys see the highlight? I mean, it's literally like highlighter, but then it has like glitter. So pretty. So now I feel more festival-y. And I just got liquid lipstick on my mirror. Did I? Thought I did, but I didn't. Okay, so now we're gonna put on our liquid lipstick and we're done. I know this was a long video, but it was chatty. I did pretty much everything on camera and it's a festival look. So we're gonna go in with the shade Titanic, which was designed to match Ocean Ice, and I'm really excited. It's a blue metallic. I'm trying to think if I should put on a liner. Not this time. It has like little sparkles in it. It's really pretty. And Menagerie Cosmetics is another favorite eyeshadow formula. I'm going back to what I was saying way earlier. I really want to get some of their new liquid lipsticks. I want to get the blue ones, surprise, surprise, Mako and Emperor. I just wonder if they're the same formula as the Makeup Monsters was, because I love those. I know this takes me forever, but I'm terrible at putting on dark liquid lipsticks. This shade is so pretty, but you definitely have to build it up. It's not like one easy swipe and you're done. And then I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the Stila Glitter and Glow, put it on the back of my hand in the shade Freedom. And I'm just going to take it with my finger and dot it in the center. Very pretty. Now we're going to spray our face one more time, but this time we're going to use the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Coconut. You guys know I love this, but if you want to smell like coconut cream pie all day, then this is for you. If you don't, this is not for you. You are going to smell like this all day, and the smell does not go away. So this is my festival look. I cannot wait to see what look Val came up with. Valarie, I love you so much. Thank you for collabing with me. Again, Abby, I love you so much. Thank you for your support, for your friendship. And hi, Vicky. I love you too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video, and I'm so excited to use this palette again in the future. Bye, guys.